Now, we don't do discussion videos very often. But I'm going to talk about one of the greatest nights of my life today. So, hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now then, discussion video, don't do these often, but it's going to be a bloody good one. But first up, there's a couple of things I need to say. This is the first video I'm filming since the Manchester attack. And, you know, I know not many people are going to watch this, probably, but I still want to just say how sad I was to hear about that. Especially since it happened only 2 nights before the concert that I'm going to talk about today. So it was very creepy for me going to this concert. Security was high, you know, it was in London, so it's like everything was on critical alert. But it was very sad to wake up to that news. And, you know, my thoughts are with the families of those who were lost. And hopefully we can stop these pricks from doing things like this again. I mean, I know it's really inevitable, but we'll do our best, I'm sure. And then also just want to say R.I.P. to Roger Moore as well. Big Roger Moore fan. So I was also very sad to hear that. The afternoon after the news of Manchester broke, it was like, geez, that was a shit day. But then also there's a couple good things I want to say. Happy birthday to Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I didn't get the box set because I got 2 holidays to pay for. But happy birthday to that. And happy birthday to the original Star Wars film as well. You know, that was... I mean, that was all dropping in the news lately as well. So it's original Star Wars film. My God, you know, I grew up watching that film. It's my favourite film ever. So happy birthday to that too. But anyway, let's get on with the music video. Let's get on with this video. I haven't got long because my battery's going to die. So I'm going to have to go a bit quick here. But yeah, I want to talk about my concert experience. I went to see Eric Clapton, my hero. Literally, my hero. I've got kind of 3. David Bowie, Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton. Perfection. I went to see him at the Royal Albert Hall. First time I've ever been to the Royal Albert Hall, and it was just beautiful there. See, I've been to a couple concerts now. This is my 3rd one. I went to see Paul McCartney, 2015, Jeff Lynne and ELO, 2016. So, and they're both at the O2. So going to the Royal Albert Hall was different, but I love it. It's class in there. Literally, you walk around, got pictures on the wall of artists who have played there before. Like, I see David Bowie on the wall. I see Joe Bonamassa on the wall. I see Lou Reed, loads of cool things. So it's fantastic. Had great seats. I was up the top, but you had a great view where I was. And you just feel so close to the artist on the stage. And yeah, it was brilliant. So when I went in though, before we get on to talking about Clapton, I bought 2 things. I bought, like I always do, a program and a t-shirt. So here's the program. There it is. And yeah, what you do is you open it up because it's a book. And then here we got my tickets, which I kept. So there's nothing on here, but no, I'll show you guys. There's my tickets. Very, very exciting. I went with my mum because it was her birthday. Got my receipt as well. It's a lot of money. But anyway, here it is. So you got like the dates on the first page. And then when you go to the second page, we've got the band. And then the book just gets going on pictures and Eric Clapton albums. We start with Yardbirds up there. We go through all of the Cream ones. Blind Faith, the Blues Breakers. More pictures here. And we go through some live albums there. Derek and the Dominoes. And the first 2 studio albums. And then here we're just rocking and rolling our studio albums throughout the 70s and kicking off the 80s. And then here we've got all the 80s stuff and starting on the 90s down there. So yeah, it's, you know, the program doesn't really do much, to be honest. Top album there, that one there, Pilgrim. Love it. So yeah, I mean, but you have to buy it kind of thing. It's like, you have to get it while you're there. So anyway, I bought it. And yeah, it's a decent program. It's kind of like the ELO one. It was decent. I was spoilt with the Paul McCartney one because what I've done is I've actually pulled Paul McCartney and Jeff Lynne one out here to compare, and you'll see that this is again the same as the Jeff Lynne one I got. Really, same thickness. Doesn't really have too much information in it, but so they're okay. Honestly, I'm not griping about them. But I was spoilt with the Paul McCartney one because the Paul McCartney one was so nice. As you can see here, the Jeff Lynne ELO one, same kind of deal. And then we get the Paul McCartney one, which is, I mean, look at that. That's a program. So anyway, it's good. Honestly, it's a nice program there. But yeah. Anyway, that's that. And then I did buy a T-shirt as well. I have a couple T-shirts to choose from. This was the best one in my opinion. Ooh, there it is, Eric Clapton at the Royal Albert Hall. You've got the classic Eric Clapton logo there, his name, and then a picture of the Royal Albert Hall. I think I got this. I think the shirt's a bit big though. I don't really wear these much, to be honest. I like to just keep them all in pristine. It will go next to my Paul and Jeff one. So it's got the dates on the back as well. Didn't show you that. Bugger. So yeah, I don't wear them. So it's no big deal that it's too big, but. Anyway, that was my mistake. But anyway, I've got a shirt. So yeah, I bought them and it was great. A quick drink. Then we went and took our seats. And the opening act come out. Which was great. Bit heavy, but it was really cool. And then he came out. Good evening. Sat down, guitar out. Boom, straight in with Somebody's Knocking, JJ Cale cover. And it was fantastic. It's the first time I've seen Eric at the Royal Albert Hall, where he has kind of like some lights going on in the background and some boards with some cool colour pictures going on. So that was interesting. Eric going a bit modern there, which was pretty cool. He didn't say much all night, but then again, I kind of had a feeling he wouldn't because, you know, I've got the Blu-ray of this. Oh, if I can get hold of it. And it pretty much was almost the exact same concert that he was doing last year. So, you know, even this opens up with Somebody's Knocking. He did do Key to the Highway. He did Hoochie Coochie Man. I Shot the Sheriff was probably the best one, and you'll see a little bit of that at the end. Drifting. I'm drifting and drifting. Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out. Tears in Heaven. Layla. I would have liked it if he'd done Let It Rain. I wish he'd done that. Of course, he done Cocaine as well. And Little Queen of Spades. And it was fantastic, honestly, just to hear him, because he didn't talk much, but you don't really need Eric to talk much. I complained about this with Jeff last year. Jeff didn't talk much. I wanted Jeff to talk. Eric, I don't really need him to, because what he done is, it was so perfect. He would just sit there and then just start, just playing on his guitar. It's, you know, he'd literally just do a little jamming session. It was incredible to watch. Even my mum liked it. My mum doesn't really like blues music much. It was brilliant. Eric was on form. He sounded fantastic. He played fantastic. The band was incredible. And it was just a magical, magical experience. Eric, I doubt you're watching, but if you are the man. That is all that needs to be said. You're the man. It was an incredible concert. I had such a good time. And if you could see Eric Clapton, go do it. Because honestly, you know, he is magical to see live. So yeah, it was a fantastic experience. And I had a great time. I can't lie. I think, you know, I don't want to rank the artists I've seen, because I love them all. Paul, Jeff and Eric. But I would say Eric was probably better than Jeff Lynne live. And I don't think I'd say it was as good as Paul live still, though. I think Paul McCartney was still the most exciting one I've seen live. But Eric was breathtakingly brilliant. I've got no complaints. The most exciting bit, other than him walking out on stage, that was the most exciting bit. I was like, oh my god, he's right there. But when they were getting ready, when they put his rug down, which he takes everywhere for him, I'm like, oh my god, it's getting so close. It's going to be right there in a minute. So that was really cool. But yeah, I was over the moon with the song choices. Honestly, he done a great job. I'd say my favourite track he done, I got into Hoochie Coochie Man the most. My foot was tapping. I could feel my hands going bum 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 bum. You know, I was like doing it in time. fantastic. But when he done Layla, because the crowd, he hit that. He done the acoustic version of Layla, but he hit the dung, 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 and literally the crowd just went, "Oh, hey, here comes the biggie." So that was really exciting. But yeah, honestly, it was just a lot of fun. There's not really much I can say, to be honest, because I come on here to do a discussion video about this, and all I can say is yeah, I saw him, and it was bloody brilliant. It was fantastic. So yeah, what I'm going to leave you guys now with is a bit of footage that I took of him performing I Shot the Sheriff. So thank you guys for watching as always, and enjoy the clip.
Show.